Welcome, everybody, to the WAVEcast, the Wave Project podcast. Get it? WAVEcast. That is all about Wave Project, a local nonprofit in Metro Detroit serving people experiencing homelessness and those in need. Our mission is to share love by providing mobile showers to those in need. We operate a mobile shower service. It's essentially a 23-foot trailer that has three separate private, secure bathrooms that we take around Metro Detroit to different sites. We partner with organizations to provide hygiene services to those in need, people experiencing homelessness, or others that might not have access to hygiene facilities either at home or where they're staying. And this past year, we're going to talk a little bit more about the progress related to this. But this past year, we also launched an essentials van, which is a mobile clothing closet that we take around that is a companion to the shower service, but it also has the ability to do some drop-in services. So we are so happy to connect with you. This podcast is our way of updating you. This podcast is our way of trying to educate you as to what's going on the streets, and to just check in with all of our supporters, all of our volunteers, all of our sponsors, everyone out there in the world that has a heart for helping people and is connected to our Wave Project family. So with all of that being said, I want to encourage you, if you're listening to this on social media, if you're checking this out on YouTube, it doesn't take a lot for you to do, but it really helps us out if you give it a like, and also if you hit that subscribe button. We promise we won't bother you too much. And again, a lot of people often ask how they can help. This is a free way for you to help us out, to expand our reach, to get our message out there into the world. So we would greatly appreciate that. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. Help us spread the word about what's going on with Wave Project. And we greatly appreciate that. So this is episode 10 of the WAVEcast. There has been a little bit of a gap or a time off with our episodes. We apologize for that, but there's been so many wonderful things going on. So just to reset everything, as everyone knows, life has been rather complicated over the past couple of years, trying to keep each other safe and having the pandemic. The first thing I'd like to say as the executive director, as one of the co-founders of Wave Project, is that we are so very grateful for all the people, all of the organizations, all the volunteers, all the people that have been praying for us to truly keep Wave Project out on the streets. I try to say this as much as possible, and some people might not realize it, but WAVE actually stands for welcoming all, valuing everyone. And of course, that's pointed towards those we serve. We want no barriers to stand in between those in need and the services that we're entrusted to provide. But that also is pointed in the opposite direction. The people that we are blessed to serve with, the faithful donors that actually send us their money every single month and trust us to use it well and to actually get it out onto the streets to help people. Our sponsors, if you go to waveproject.org and you click on our work, or I think it might be who we are, one of those tabs, one of the tabs up top, you can actually see a list of sponsors, caring businesses and corporations and organizations and churches in your community right here in Metro Detroit and beyond, that support our work. And of course, the volunteers. Many people might not know this, but we have very few employees, all of which are part-time. And most of what we do, including this podcast or the coordinators that you often see on site on Saturdays, are volunteers, people that have day jobs, people that have families and other things going on. And we just want to say thank you. I know the pandemic has not been easy for anyone. That's an understatement. And unfortunately, there have been many organizations that haven't been able to find a way through these tough times. We feel so very blessed at Wave Project to have the community support that we have, the corporate support that we have, all of the prayers and encouragement and people that have been dedicated to help keep this movement going, to help our little grassroots project go. And from the bottom of my heart, and on behalf of our board of directors and everyone else, we want to say a huge thank you to all of our supporters, our donors, the people out there that have just been pulling for us. It truly has made a difference. Next, I kind of just want to give a brief update on the 2021 progress and all of the wonderful things that happened for Wave Project in 2021. And now that we're well into 2022, maybe cast some vision for what's going to be going on moving forward. 2021, as I reflect on it and I look back and think about it, was truly a remarkable year in that coming into early January, our leadership team, our board of directors, we were really unsure of how the year was going to look. And I think that's something that a lot of people can connect to, and we all kind of understand that. But organizationally, prior to our COVID shutdown the summer before, we had worked really hard to develop a process and to establish some partnerships and to really try through experience and preparation and prayer to figure out who we are and what we do. And as with many things in life, that became completely different in 2021 as the reality of COVID and trying to keep people safe and even existing partnerships stand. So coming into the new year, we were working really hard to try to figure everything out and to get the service back on the road and to make sure that we can provide showers and hygiene access to people in need. And upon reflection, it just was really such a wonderful time in that so many wonderful people from the community stepped up and connected with us and just truly helped us. And in January, we were able to get some of our traditional sites going once again, which was a blessing. But we also were able to connect back with some of the warming centers in the area and some of the organizations like McRest and have sort of a new reality of what our partnerships would look like. So that happened, I would say, mid to late January. And before we knew it, in early February, we were doing more showers than ever through partnerships with, the Warming Center in Oakland County and McRest. And that really jump-started the year and gave us a lot of optimism. For us, an essential and critical part of our vision and our organization is, of course, we're mobile. We're a mobile shower service. But it is really important to us to be able to reach all areas of need throughout Metro Detroit. So to not only get it back on the road, but establish these partnerships in multiple counties and to be connecting with new people and giving more showers than we ever had previously was so very exciting. With that, and we've talked about this before on the podcast, but with that, we were able to expand our days of service as well last year. So if you're new to Wave Project and you wonder like how this thing works, upon us launching the shower service back in 2019, our service was primarily a weekend service in which our volunteers could take the shower service out and connect with organizations. And before long, we were receiving requests for weekday services, and that of course makes sense. That's when many organizations are open, and we all know this. We take showers every single day. People were seeking services, Monday through Friday during business hours. So going into February of last year, our board was motivated and really, really hoping to get some services going during the week. And the way we did so is through your generosity and through what's been going on through Wave Project. We were able to bring on 2 part-time employees that run showers on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that happened all the way through 2021, and that's actually happening now. So if we kind of think about the weekly schedule of services for Wave Project, and if you're a donor or a supporter and you wonder what it looks like, Wave Project is on the streets on Tuesdays, Wave Project is on the street on Thursdays and Saturdays consistently. That is a hybrid of those part-time employees that I just discussed, doing so on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and on Saturdays we actually have our volunteers primarily leading the charge with that. So looking back on 2021, it was just remarkable that not only through all of your support we were able to get back on the streets, but to expand those services, to serve so many more people, to make some more connections, to get out in new areas around Metro Detroit. It was truly wonderful. And I have to send a special shout out to our lead coordinators that were hired, Pat McEachin and Ryan Murphy. They're two of the best guys that you'll ever get to meet, and they are so very dedicated to Wave Project. We could never pay them sufficiently for all that they do for Wave Project, and all the ways they go above and beyond. And if you ever have been out on site or serving alongside them, all of these things are true. They're truly special, and one of the largest blessings actually of 2021 and moving forward for our organization. So with that, moving through February last year, getting into March and April with the increase in services, making more connections, serving more people. As a leadership team and board of directors, we were really hoping, trying to forecast and project. I remember conversations with some of our leaders saying, man, wouldn't it be crazy? Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could do like 1,000 showers this year? Oh man, that would be fantastic. And along with that, as we got out on site, of course, it's natural. We kept getting feedback from guests that they were so very grateful for the showers and the services we're providing. But some clothing above and beyond the few bins that we were able to pop out in front of the shower service, some clothing would be like a huge game changer for them. And it makes sense. Many of us, when we shower or bathe, the first move that we make, hopefully, is to head towards the closet and put something fresh and clean on. So our board of directors and our leadership team started to dream about that and pray about that. And before long, and it was completely unexpected in 2022, the concept of the Essentials Van happened. And, there are many wonderful organizations around town that have clothing closets at their church or even a standalone location. But just like with showers, it can be difficult for people that are living on the streets or in need to have the transportation to get to those places and to benefit from those services. So we dove into it, and we developed a unique concept in which we were able to purchase a high top industrial van. And our dedicated team, Steve Peruka, our guest services leader, he's on the board of directors now. He's an engineer by trade. He and Ryan Murphy, who I mentioned earlier, designed the interior of the van to not only store items in some really intricate custom shelving, but to actually have a couple of clothing racks in the back that we can hang up items. They cut a hole in the side of the van and put in a service window. And by May, we launched the Essentials Van. And we decided to call it the Essentials Van because it was going to be a companion. It is, excuse me, a companion service to the shower service. And it is packed with essentials, things that people need after a shower to feel clean and refreshed and rejuvenated. So it survives on in-kind donations and organizations like Shepherd's Gate and others that actually send us funding each month to stock the van. It carries mostly on a given day socks, underwear, t-shirts, hygiene kits, hygiene items. We have some hoodies and long sleeve t-shirts and pants and sweats. And other types of undergarments and feminine products for our guests. And it's just been really, truly wonderful to be a part of a team that is not afraid to dream big, and even more humbling to be a part of a community, all of you that are listening, that are just down to go and to trust Wave Project with your time, your talents, and your treasure. And last year to undertake bringing on employees and launching a whole new service. Man, it was a big year for us, but through and through your support, our board of directors, our wonderful leadership team, the countless hours that our crew and volunteers put in, has made some really wonderful things possible. And the service, as I said, launched in May and has been rocking ever since. We were able to actually bring on an Essentials Van coordinator, and I am quite partial, but this coordinator is my favorite person in the world. It's my wife, Laura Gordon. She's actually a co-founder of Wave Project. She's on the board of directors, and she felt called to be the coordinator for the Essentials van. So along with Ryan and Pat, she is employed on Tuesdays and Thursdays to not only take the van out and serve people, but for your information, being a faithful WAVEcast listener, she really does the hard work on the back end with the Essentials van of doing inventory, figuring out what is actually there for us to serve people with, making orders of new items that we need to get in, coordinating with people that are generously giving us in-kind donations for the Essentials van. Part of her position is also helping to fill our little pantries that are located in Mount Clemens and up in Macomb County there. So she does a really great job with that. So as you can hear and imagine, it has just been a remarkable year organizationally last year. And it's been even more insane and awesome to see like how it has impacted those people that we serve and how that's grown. So as we reflect on the year in total, we were actually able to blow that goal that we had of 1,000 showers out of the water. We actually did, I think, over 1,800 showers last year in 2021. And we donated thousands of socks and t-shirts and underwear and clothing through the Essentials van. And one of the things that we're most proud of is that our crew, our organization, we are dedicated to our mission of sharing love. So we really do think that providing hygiene services are important. We really do believe that giving people essentials is the first step in getting them on their path to success. But more importantly, we're most proud that we show up every single day, every single time, looking to love people, to care for people that are sometimes unseen, that are largely dismissed by society. We really do try every single time to the best of our ability to welcome all and value everyone. So looking into 2021 to kind of set the stage, we're coming through February here and into March. We are just hoping that we can continue to grow our partnerships with the shower service and continue to get the shower service and the Essentials van out there. Again, this is a labor of love for the entire community and everybody that's connected to Wave Project. We've been working really hard also to build connections to local organizations and businesses so that we can expand the existing services, or maybe even get some more items like coats and pants and other things for the Essentials van. And all that's going really, really well. I will say that if you're a part of a caring organization or business, if you are a part of a local church that is mission minded, and you would be interested in partnering with Wave Project to help us keep these programs on the road. I know a lot of groups or churches fund missions in overseas in different places. We're on mission right here in Metro Detroit. Please feel free to reach out to me directly. My email is todd.gordon@waveproject.org, and we would love to talk through what that looks like, and we sure could use the help. And then the last thing I want to say is, I know it's not glamorous cleaning bathrooms in between each use. In Michigan, being out in the snow, the cold, or in, the opposite, out in the heat and sun, is not necessarily the easiest thing. But if you have a heart for the marginalized, if, you really have been feeling pulled towards helping your community, and you like anything that you've heard about Wave Project, I do want to invite you. Please join our crew, join our team. It's been a beautiful thing as a co-founder and the executive director to think about all of the wonderful people, from the co-founders to our leadership team that started Wave Project, and then now today to be talking into the camera. There have been some people from our leadership team and the co-founders that have been called in other directions into beautiful things and new plans, and they're no longer with Wave Project. And there have been so many wonderful, awesome people that have joined us as recently as a month or two ago. And I think it's just a beautiful expression of community. and service in the community, and how any great organization or even helpful organization, I don't mean to call Wave Project great, is a product of the people that, you know, are surrounded it or a part of it. And so I invite you, you know, come be a part of it. You can sign up for one Saturday a month. We have weekday opportunities, or if you'd like to get even more involved than that, we would love to have you. Again, we welcome all, we value everyone, and it truly is a need. In the end of January into February here, there have been multiple Saturdays in which our coordinators have been going out on site with no volunteer crew help, no crew volunteers signed up on multiple dates, and I think we have like one signed up for each Saturday moving through the end of February into March. So the need is there. We need you. If you're feeling interested and you'd like to get connected, go to our website, waveproject.org. You click on volunteer, and it's a few clicks away, and you can be ready to go and connected to our crew. So we are so very excited about the coming year. We will try to keep the WAVEcasts coming, have some guests on, maybe some people from partner organizations that we can kind of spread the word about the wonderful work that they're doing, and just keep you connected to what's going on. Again, we are so very grateful that you are connected to Wave Project, and that so many of you have supported us either financially or through your time or even prayers. Please keep them going. And the last thing I'll say is please pray for those people that we're serving, the people that are out there in the streets, the people that are in need. You know, that is as important of a thing that you can do as any. You know, that is a really, really important part of what we do. Trying to lift up the people that we are connected to, our friends that we serve. So please consider doing that. With all that being said, again, please hit like and subscribe and share. You can help us by spreading the word, and keep it in mind. Invite your friends, family, come out and volunteer. We'd love to see you. Take care.